The Rainbow of Languages. In a small school surrounded by plane trees, there was a boy named Éloi. Éloi was a daydreamer, always carrying a pencil in his hand. At recess, while the others chased after a ball, he would often sit on a bench, filling his sketchbooks with drawings. He pictured magical forests, smiling animals, and houses perched high up on fluffy clouds. His world was made of color and line. One morning, the teacher came in with a new student to meet the kids. "Let me introduce you, friends. He's from another country." Amir had shy eyes and a backpack bigger than his shoulders. He gave a small wave, but not a single word came out. Before long, Éloi noticed that something wasn't quite right. Amir didn't understand the teacher's instructions at all. When the kids talked, he stayed quiet. When he laughed, he looked down. Éloi, who was kind, tried to approach him. "Want to play?" he asked softly, but Amir just shrugged, not knowing what to say. Éloi let out a frustrated sigh. He wanted to help, but didn't know how. For a few days, Amir was often by himself. The other kids were curious, but he didn't know how to talk to him. Éloi wavered between wanting to include him and feeling a bit discouraged. Then one rainy afternoon, everything suddenly turned around. The rain pounded so hard against the windows that the teacher suggested free time. Éloi quickly grabbed his colored pencil case and began drawing a big red kite drifting high above a grassy hill. He felt someone watching him. It was Amir. His eyes sparkled, captivated by the pencil strokes. Slowly, without saying a word, Amir picked up a blue pencil and, with some hesitation, added a thin, delicate line. The kite string held gently by a small hand. Éloi stood there speechless. Then a smile slowly spread across his face. He grabbed his green crayon and drew another kid holding the first hand. Amarucha looked up and added a golden sun that lit up the scene. It felt like a sudden realization. He could talk to himself, talk about saints. From that day on, their notebooks began to fill with shared stories. Boat trips to mysterious islands, encounters with fantastic creatures, and forests filled with laughter. Each would add a detail and the other finished. "Keep going, it needs more complicated sentences. Let everything flow through colors and shapes." The other kids, curious, started watching them, and then a few asked, "Can we draw with you?" Soon, a big shared sheet was spread out on the table, with a huge dragon and a sparkling castle taking shape across it. A river where colorful fish swam in the water. The whole class joined in, and from then on, Amir was never alone again. Little by little, Amir picked up some French words: friend, sleep, sun, house. And Éloi, for his part, learned a few words in Amir's language. One day they compared their words, sun in French, then cams in Amir's language. They laughed together, repeating as if each word was a different color. "Look," they said, showing their colorful drawings. "Our languages are like a rainbow, each one a color, and together they create something truly beautiful. Miracles make their eyes light up with joy." From that day on, they started calling their notebooks the Rainbow of Languages. The lesson here is that when words fall short, the heart will always find another way to express itself. Empathy and creativity help us rise above our differences, blending together beautifully like the colors of a rainbow. Every language has its own beauty, and together they create a bond that connects hearts. See you soon.